If you take 1 hour of action taking a day, you will run into the same exact thing that we ran into today. Interested sellers, houses that are empty, people willing to just let you take the key.
I was actually diagnosed with MS.
We're going to be communicating with real estate agents. My goal with you is you're texting them and you're just saying, hey, my name is Jennifer and I work with a real estate investor that's interested in the property, wondering if you could get on the phone with them.
Jennifer Lindsay for Anchor Drive.
You just got a second appointment?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where we're going. So Jamil, who just got involved in the challenge, we are driving right now to the first appointment and first phone call that I made today.
Okay.
A gentleman named Aaron is a real estate investor. He bought this property when the interest rates were low.
Okay.
And he, since 2024, has been trying to rent it out. They were losing money for a couple of years, so they tried all sorts of other strategies. They've never tried co-living, and they've been losing money for the last 2 years. And so he says, we put it on and off the market multiple times. It just can't get the number that we owe on it. And I said, well, what if I just take over the payments? He goes, I've seen some of those offers. I don't really understand that. I go, don't worry about that. Let's just figure out if it's a good fit for me. So I'm gonna go to the house tonight. I'll take a look at it. And if I like it, I'll explain to you what creative finance is. And he's like, okay, sounds great. And I said, basically it would just be me taking over your payments. He's like, all right, whatever it takes to get this stupid thing out of my thing. He's got a 2.4 or maybe a 2.6% interest rate. The payment's like $1,800. Pad Split says it could bring in about $7,000 a month. Pretty good. Okay, so let me tell you the story. So I want you guys to understand what I'm thinking. I think my offer to the seller is I'm gonna take over the house, no money down. I have a belief that the seller's not gonna be okay with that. I think what the seller's gonna want is some money out of the deal. And how would I get them money out of the deal? Is I would give them money out of my cash flow. So what I do is still do a no money down thing. I would go raise some money from a friend for 25 grand or whatever to do furniture and miscellaneous. I'd close escrow, do the furniture, and then I would pay the mortgage, which is $1,800 a month at 2.4%. That's pretty good. And then I would probably pay the seller something like $500 a month. So my basis on the deal is gonna be $2,300 a month. I need to be able to make money after that $2,300. Utilities are not included in that. Your management fee, your fee is not included in that. So I want you to think when we walk through here, how do we make sure that this thing can make the money it needs to make?
I'd say that for safety, call it cost of $3,500.
Okay.
Right? Yep. So call your cost $3,500, and now we got to make sure that we can beat that.
Oh, you got Jennifer out. She said she didn't want to get out. No, but I just want to point something out here. You sent a text message, I made a phone call, and we are now at the house.
It's amazing.
It's normal. So look how simple that was.
I know, so.
We're now holding a key to somebody else's house from a text and a phone call.
How did you get Tony?
He lives here.
Come here so fast.
Oh, I had a head jump on you guys.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's one thing we know about Texas? This is very much a Texas thing. Jamil just noticed something. This is an on-market property, and the seller is acting like he has a bunch of offers. How do we know he doesn't have a bunch of offers, Chris? Look at your feet.
Look at your ground.
No one's been in here.
This has got
Cockroaches.
Nobody's been here. They got
roaches.
They got freaking dirty cobwebs everywhere. Like, bro, these people are in pain. Yeah.
Nobody's been in this house, dog.
Okay, so what are we thinking? Let's walk through the house. Let's have here, Chris, let's do this. You walk through with him, and let's have these two walk through, not talking to me. I want to do a fun practice. Co-living is one of the only 5 strategies right now that actually cash flow. Single family is also the only asset class that I know in terms of frequency that I have a shot at getting 2 or 3 deals done in 1 week. If I was gonna buy a business in a week, are you kidding me? That's basically impossible. Buying 2 or 3 businesses ain't gonna happen. Same thing with multifamily, RV parks, mobile home parks. The size of these transactions are so massive that they don't move fast enough to get a deal done in a week. And so these deals have to be done this week. We put a very short time frame to prove to the audience that you can do this business in a week. Not months, not 6 months, not 9 months, literally in a week. The only asset class that works for a speedy competition is single family. If I'm now forced to put her in single family, then the only type of exit strategy, money-making strategy I would allow her to be in is something that can be managed and still cash flow, and that would be co-living.
This obviously is an easy fix for a bedroom. So we could put 1 bedroom here. It's probably about a good 11 by 10 area. You would do just wall it off, put a door, lock there. We're good for this. And then just coming here, this is unused space right here. So we would have to create a wall here so that could exit to the garage. But we could do a room here. So downstairs area, we could have 2 rooms in the area. Here we would leave this open for kitchen area, eating area, communal island or pantry area. Kitchen looks great. Didn't really need to do anything to it. Countertops look great, maybe fresh paint, but it looks good. Nothing needs to be done with the flooring. I think that this is all good. This is a very big bathroom. Double sink. So far our bedroom count is at 3 with the 2 downstairs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We could take it to 8. Take it to 8 and make a bathroom, full bath downstairs.
So what you could do is you could just pop out in the garage. This little cutout right here. Also, I love how the seller's like, we have other offers and the power's not even on. This was built for a shower, dude. You just pop this out, you put a shower right here, right on the other side of the toilet. It's so simple to do that.
Yep.
All right, so you got a shower here. So now that feeds a dining room, 2 bedrooms, and then I think you could add another bedroom here, couldn't you? So I think this could be an 8-bed, 3-bath. Okay, so let's talk about cash flow on this thing, revenue. So you got 8 bedrooms, but they're all not gonna rent at the same, right? Because you got the primary upstairs.
Right.
What do you think you could rent in this neighborhood for, ballpark?
So for shared bathrooms, you're probably looking at 170 to 180 per month. And then on the private, you're looking at about 215, 220.
Okay.
So with that being said, running the numbers, I think you'll probably be at about 6,200 gross.
Okay.
And on the net, we'll probably be at about like 23, 24.
6,200 gross times 0.84, which is after your fee. So now I got $5,200 to play with after management. That's both yours and your wife's management, right? Then I'm gonna take out my utilities. I'm gonna take out my cable, internet. I'm gonna take out my landscape. I'm gonna take out cleaning, and I'm gonna take out the mortgage. So I'm gonna take out another 3,500 bucks. So I got $1,700 to play with, but I also have to take into consideration that they're not gonna be rented out all the time. So I'm gonna take the 6,200 gross and take 10% off the top of that just for vacancy. Because there's always gonna be flow, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we take out $620 a month. This is $1,100 a month. This is a net of 1,100 bucks a month.
Okay.
It's great. Yeah.
And you're paying
you're
paying that guy down, and then you'll get a kicker of $500 a month once that is paid off. And how long will that be?
24 months. The house we went to today was amazing, and I'm glad I had my best friend Jamil with me. He's doing more co-living than anybody I know. We also had Pad Split there, and Jamil and Pad Split and myself kind of walking through the house and listening to Jamil's thoughts, listening to Pad Split's thoughts was actually really helpful for me. It highlights to you that I'm not the end-all be-all of answers for Jennifer. I even go to my friends, my mentors, and I aggregate information. I make collective decisions. That's always going to be the case. You're always going to be asking for somebody else's help. So get used to it, right? Find somebody, find a community, be part of something that has an abundance of resources, not just a bunch of courses, right? Here's what makes a good deal. I got a team that will handle the property 100%. One will market, fill the property. The other will manage the tenants, the maintenance, all that kind of stuff, correct? Combined, will I have to do anything on this property between you two?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Totally passive.
Okay. The property has a payment of $1,800, 2.4% interest. The total amount of money that we could bring in on this property is $6,200 is what we're estimating. After all of our expenses, 8%, mortgage payment, private money lender, utilities, everything, even vacancy allowance of $600 a month, this property will net around $1,100, $1,200 per month. So if I can put no money out of pocket and I can buy a property with a 2.4% rate and net in my pocket $1,100, is that a good deal? Yep, that's a good deal.
What about all the work you have to do on it?
What about it? Ask the question specifically.
Like, how does that factor into the...
I already allocated for that, private money lender. So I bring a private money lender in. I think the cost to add the bathroom, clean up the property, I don't really have to do anything else. Moving a couple of ductwork in the house, because there's like downstairs, there's only one duct in that big room. You have to add a second. You're about 40 grand, furniture, renovation, everything all in. And that includes the first couple of months of payments and allows us to bring money in. So my payment to the private money lender is like $320 a month. I've got the seller asking me right now. What's he asking me right now?
Are you available for a quick call?
So he's trying to call me while I'm at the property. So I could push and try and be Tarzan, Superman, and try and get a contract right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text him right now and say, we've got 4 other properties to look at, even though we gotta go to Buns. I'm gonna text him and say, we have 4 other properties to look at, maybe we can talk tomorrow. Now it's got him stewing all night long. So when I present a deal with him tomorrow, my presentation to him is gonna be no money down. You pay closing costs. I'm gonna be a complete wild man about it and say, I've got to spend money on this and I got to go borrow money from my uncle, which I will, not my real uncle, but I'll find somebody that has 40K in that room. And we'll then hire you guys to do, not the renovation, but we'll do you guys have a good contractor to help us out? Do you know anybody?
We do. I have somebody.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a local.
And we got Brian Madsen and some other people could help us out as well. And I think tomorrow, the first call we make is to this guy and we submit our first deal. Now,
That's exciting.
We can have the paperwork ready.
it's exciting, but also part of me is like, it's a better story and it looks cooler on camera if we just get the deal done tonight. But if I play the game of we have more deals to look at, we'll get a better deal tomorrow if I make him stew all night long. Do you agree with this?
Honestly, bro, the better deal is worth way more money than the better look.
Right.
So let's let this homeboy sit. Let's go eat some buns. Let's go let homeboy sit on his buns. And then you will make all the buns and more buns when this thing closes and you have more money coming.
So let's get your buns in the van.
Yeah.
Okay, so what'd you say?
I said, that was amazing how fast that happened.
What do you think it was? Are you talking about the appointment to the thing or being in the house?
All of it. All of it. Like texting whoever this morning or this afternoon,
This one was Aaron.
calling this guy, you talking to him, going to the house, getting the pad split guy there, just the whole thing.
This is where like you could drop me off in the middle of a dirt field and I can make 20 grand by the end of the day.
Are you planning on doing that?
I will at some point, but I want to write this book first.
Yeah.
What was interesting about the appointment is I've been in enough houses to know a lot. Same thing with Tony from Pad Split, same thing with Jamil. So when you just work with a professional, you can sit back and go, all right, what are we doing here? And there are some challenges there. So I just sent a text to the seller just to give you guys an update. Seller says, how did the house go? Can you talk right now? I said, so great. Just left the house. I think I could barely make money on it. I would need to convert it to rent by the room, and I would have to add 4 rooms to make money on it. 2 in the living room, 1 in the dining room, 1 in the garage, then add a shower downstairs. So why am I telling the seller all of that?
Because you want to get a better deal on the house?
I want him to feel like, okay, when a seller wants you to put a bunch of money down, they think that you're going to inherit a perfect house.
Yeah, right.
So I am putting money down. I'll put somebody else's money down, but am I putting money down? Yes, just not in the seller's pocket. So when I articulate that I've got to do all this work when I buy the house is when the beginning of my problems start. Tomorrow, my ability to pitch a no money down to the seller is way easy. So he says, got it. Where do we go from here? Is what he just sent me a text. I said, I brought Pad Split, the company that's going to manage it, to the house. And that's my reply. So notice I just gave him more information. I was polite, but I did not also answer the question, did I? So he's like, where do we go from here? He's trying to get me to send him a contract.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Well, I mean, it's understandable.
Yes, but I think what's interesting is what you said is how fast this actually can go.
Are you sure?
Yep, dead sure.
Hold on, Jen. There you go. You got it.
I thought it was really eye-opening. I was very surprised how quickly doing the text until, like, I guess underwriting the property, how quickly that took place. I didn't expect that. So that was eye-opening. I think that, it just showed me that with help, with like partnering with someone, it goes really fast. I mean, that could be because it was Pace, but I mean, I would think that, you partner with anyone who knows what they're doing, and it's the same sort of situation. You just, you can go further than you can alone. So that was really cool to experience.
Honestly, I'm without even building up any drama, this is like taking candy from a baby. And I'll tell you why. These agents don't know creative finance. The single family market is very slow. And so it's like literally, I walk over to a house, people are just like, yeah, go to my house, here's the lockbox, let me know if you want to take the house off my plate. A 2.4% interest rate. This is what happens when you take action. That's it. Most people have watched more YouTube, read more books, watched more of this than doing any action in their life. So actually making an appointment, reaching out to an agent, setting up an appointment for somebody to go see a house, nobody's ever done that. Okay, our community is different. And so when you watch how we operate, we just do the business live. No more excuses, no more YouTube stuff, no more, seminars and all that stuff. We are just taking action in person. And so tomorrow, you guys will see a lot of people getting their first contracts after they did the same thing I did. So yes, it looks as if because Jennifer has me, we're getting contracts. I will get 4 contracts this week. Like, I have 4 appointments already out of 4 phone calls. This is, it's honestly so simple. Anybody can do this business.